Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is July 16th, 2025. It is a Wednesday. It's our trash day, so one of the goals for the day was take out apartment trash and bring the bins to the curb. I did that first thing in the morning, like right when I woke up at 9, and was doing that till about 9:30. And then started some laundry. We had ants in our living room the other day, and one of the blankets had a bunch of ants on it, so I'm washing that right now. And then other goals for the day are brush teeth, make a morning video log. I want to record some more video logs like the ones I need to catch up on. I have 2 more video logs to upload, so I'll do that. I wrote letter start, so I want to start my letter to Zoran Mamdani at least. And then take out apartment trash and bins to curb, both of which are already done. And then I have a goal for lunch. It's mac and cheese ? I don't know that I want mac and cheese today, and I don't know what Anna will want to eat. So we'll figure that out when we get there. And then I felt like there was something else that I could do today. I need to vacuum my office. That's what I need. Oh, let me put my hair in a bun. Cute. Hey, I need to vacuum my office. I've been putting that off for a while. So I need to do that. And then I could find other stuff to do, I'm sure. So, yeah, that's pretty much the plan for the day. This morning, I woke up, took out the trash and everything, and came upstairs, and a few nights ago I'd remembered that my neighbor had told me to research this, the where we get the term Casanova from, like to say that guy's a real Casanova, and it's like a ladies' man essentially. But I did some research on him, and his life is actually pretty interesting for sure. He literally just seems like a what is this? He seems like a what's it called? Con man. I was like, there's so much of this that's like he kind of like lied about this or that or this or that or this, and was just like changing his name and just like, dude, you could do whatever you want to do. Like, it was, when was he born? 1730 something, 1732, 1725. So 1725, and like he was just walking around saying his name was something different. Traveled all over Europe, like from Bohemia to France to Italy to Germany for a time, Spain for a time. Like, he was really just traveling, dude. And multiple times completely runs out of money, goes to jail, screws women, like the whole story. It's actually really, really interesting. Definitely a good read. I stopped at the part where he talks about gambling because I don't get it. I am such a logical person. I don't understand gambling that much. Like, I get the gambling in the sense of like chance to win big money, but I don't get gambling in the sense of like, hey man, we're down $300. Could we back up? Like, I'm not. I like, just mentally, logically, I'm so glad I'm not that kind of person. I know my grandpa, on my mom's side, had a gambling addiction for a while. All my brothers have gambled. My dad will love to go to Jackpot, Nevada, and gamble, and I'm just like, what are we doing? It doesn't, like, bro, please. And so I'm like, I'm glad that I'm not really into gambling as much as I could be at my age. I think there's a lot of people who put way too much money into gambling, and it's not talked about nearly enough. And I saw some statistic the other day. It was like gambling was like the most dangerous addiction. Like, I say the most dangerous for your mental health. And so it's like your suicide rate of gambling addicts is like way higher. Like, depression rates of gambling addicts way higher. Anxiety and paranoia way higher. Like, all the things that already make life difficult are exacerbated because of gambling addiction. And so I'm like, I'm glad that even though I do struggle with those things sometimes, I am not gambling. Like, gambling is not my thing. Like, I'll gamble in Schedule 1 because the casino is at least like a 5-to-1 win rate for some reason. But no, it's so funny to me that people are so into gambling, and it's just like, dude, think with your brain. Just like logically. I understand the chemicals that are released during gambling. I can understand the science of it. It is still up to you to embrace and enact those chemicals. Like, I'm just saying, lock in. So, yeah. Just wanted to share that thought. Casanova is a character for sure. I would highly recommend a read of his Wikipedia page. And a couple of the references they had were really good. I don't know if I'm going to find memoirs. Yeah. So there's this one called Memoirs, freemasonry.bcy.ca. There's a Freemason website, is crazy. But anyways, it has stuff on his like what he wrote, and it's actually kind of interesting. And obviously, it's been translated from, I think it was translated from French to German to English in that order. So some stuff is not there, but the thoughts are there, like the idea and everything is there. So yeah, highly recommend reading about Casanova. Very interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna get started on the goals for the day, and I will see you all in the evening. Peace.
One eternity later.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Today is the tail end of July 16th, 2025. It has been a Wednesday. It's been a pretty solid day so far. I'm really tired because I got up early and now it's late. So that's the dream, you know. So all the goals for the day were to brush teeth, make a morning video log, record video logs that I needed to record previous, upload the 2 video logs that I had edited, start the letters that I wanted to write to political figures, take out the apartment trash, bring the bins to the curb, make mac and cheese for lunch, and vacuum the office. The ones I didn't do, I didn't start the letters. I should have, but I didn't. And then I didn't vacuum the office and did not record any previous video logs. So that kind of sucks. But it's been a pretty solid day so far. I played a lot of video games. I'm pretty lenient on myself right now. I was like, I'm still not scheduled, I'm not settled into the work schedule, and we go back to work on Friday in 2 days. So yeah, going over the events for the day. After I made the video log, I played some Nine Kings and watched some Financial Audit, and then the new episode of the Lemonade Stand podcast dropped. So I made mac and cheese, and then it was guest starring Lina Khan, who, for those that don't know, was the previous head of the FTC during the Biden administration. And it was actually a really, really cool interview. I'm so interested in like economic policy and stuff like that. Like, it was really, really engaging. And then after that, Ava wanted some Burger King, so I went and got that for her. And then I played VR. I had a run in this Dungeon Masters game going, so I played a little bit more of that on my little brother's headset. And then had some spaghetti for dinner, and then watched a video about Dune and about vampires with Ava. And then I played some more video games. I've been playing Revolution Idols super, super heavy. And then uploaded those last 2 video logs that I had to upload. So I'm good till the 27th. I'm going to write that real quick. Dang, that's way in the future. But it's going to happen no matter what. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. What happened after that? We watched the rest of our Vampire Diaries episode and then another one. And by then it was 1 a.m. and I was like, okay, video log time. And Anna was like, we could get one more. Nah. But, so we watched a video earlier about, like, there's this dude making a video about, there's this new vampire movie called, like, The Dark One or something like that. It's about, like, Vlad the Impaler becoming a vampire, like, becoming Vlad Dracula. And, he was talking about, like, powerful vampires in fiction in another video. And he said that, like, he talked about, like, Castlevania, Dracula, and then, like, Alucard from Van Helsing, and then he was talking about this guy and, like, scaling him up. But the whole gist that I wanted to talk about was, like, scaling is so difficult in general. I'm just going to... So I wrote a day I thought about vampire scaling in fiction. I'm just going to write about scaling, power scaling in fiction. Power scaling is so difficult to fundamentally argue because every world has such different laws of existence. So one of the ones that comes to my mind is, in his world, Luffy is a top tier character. He is obscenely powerful for his world. He has, like, literally reality bending powers, as do a lot of Devil Fruit users. If he were to go to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, the current Dragon Ball universe, he would get stomped by the lowest, like, Yamcha. Like, I can confidently say Yamcha would stomp Luffy. Like, it wouldn't even be a competition. And there's no way to possibly scale that. Because in One Piece, there is no character who has gotten to the point that they are fast enough for air to get in the way of them. Okay? Like, so when we move fast in real life, one of the things you're fighting against is drag. That's the effect of stationary air on the thing that's moving. So the shape of the thing dictates how it slices through the air, right? That's why planes are pointed. Fastest planes in the world, flat and pointed, right? Like they're slicing through the air, literally. And so no one in the One Piece world has gotten to the point where that is an issue. In Dragon Ball world, they use ki, their magic, essentially, their body strengthening, spiritual pressure, martial arts thing, essentially, to completely counteract it. Like, it never really gets mentioned. It's like you'll see the dust kick up when they move. So I will say this. If Luffy were to go to the Dragon Ball world, he would get stomped. If Yamcha were to go to the Luffy world, the One Piece world, he would get evaporated when he tried to move. Because he's moving so fast that in a world where drag exists, he's instantly vaporized because of the kinetic energy put on his body that his movement is creating, interacting with the air. So Luffy can move as fast as he wants in the Dragon Ball Z world because they don't have any wind resistance, period, like when they move super fast. So it's impossible to scale these two because it depends on where they're fighting, right? And so like that goes for a lot of things. Like a lot of things. Not a brand placement. I enjoy soda. I enjoy Coca-Cola. Like it's so difficult to say like one character is stronger than another. Another one, Demon Slayer. Dude, Demon Slayer is one of the lowest scaled animes I've ever watched in my life. Like, ever. Like, I would go as far as to say as characters in Full Metal Alchemist, who are just regular people with alchemy, could defeat many Demon Slayer characters. Like, Hashira and Moons aside, most other characters get stomped by Full Metal Alchemist characters. So there's like the worlds aren't comparable. But you look at the heavy hitters from Full Metal Alchemist and the heavy hitters from Demon Slayer, Full Metal Alchemist just wins, dude. And like I hate to say that, but you think about the scene where they're snapping, or you think about Father or Pride or Wrath, I don't think Muzan stands a chance, dude. Like, obviously he can't be killed without the sunlight. Keep him in the sunlight. Like it's so, and that's if they're fighting in the Full Metal Alchemist world. If they're fighting in the Demon Slayer world, now you have to deal with the Infinity Castle. It's a whole different set of variables. And so it's like, I would say the Demon Slayer world is one of the weakest scaled animes. Like, Cybermen would stomp Demon Slayer, Muzan included, any day. Any day of the week, a Cybermen from Dragon Ball Z, their little green goblin things, would stomp Demon Slayer. So to sit there, and then people like Naruto. It doesn't scale that high. Okay, and I know a lot of people like to go, Naruto faster than light plus. Not in a world where wind exists. A person with physical mass, literally, I don't know how to express this. If a person were to move at the speed of light, they would instantly evaporate. Like their skin would boil. Their blood would boil. They would generate enough heat and energy to literally evaporate themselves. Like it's literally not possible. Okay? The reason I say that Naruto has wind, one of the chakra alignment, the affinities, I think it's called, is literally wind. Naruto is he has an affinity for wind. He could not move personally, physically, faster than sound. He literally just couldn't. It would break every law of physics. Like, it is physically impossible. He would die immediately. He would boil himself alive instantly. Like, it wouldn't even be like oh, I'm running and it's hot and there's a lot of friction. It would be like, I go to move and consciousness ends. Instant death. Your brain would be evaporated. And so, like, to say, like, oh, he's faster than light just doesn't make any sense. If you were to go to the Dragon Ball Z world, where they don't have wind that affects movement, like they don't have, like they have air, but it doesn't work the same way as it does in Naruto, and they don't have to make it work the same way it does in Naruto. It's a different world, right? Demon Slayer has wind. It's one of the powers. One Piece very clearly has wind. Bullets show every time. Bullets constantly have to fight through air. So there's no One Piece character that's ever going to be able to actually move as fast as sound physically without just dying instantly. Like, unless they're using some intense hockey or, like, how do you say, like, an ability that strengthens the bonds of your molecules and protects them from the heat friction of moving the speed of sound, you just die instantly. I hate that you just die immediately. So, with all that being said, to scale the universes against each other, there's so many variables, dude. Like, I think that if any Naruto character went to Demon Slayer, they win. Most of them. Easily. The kids win, dude. It's not even a fair fight. Okay, I shouldn't say the kids. That's Boruto, but... yeah, maybe not the kids, low-key. Like, if you're an established ninja... like, oh gosh, I can't remember the trainer's name off the top of my head. He's the coolest dude. It's not Kashima. I'm pretty sure that's his mom. Naruto trainer with one... that's not called a Byakugan, dude. What's his name? What's his name? Show me the name. Show me... Kakashi. Kakashi Sensei. Kakashi stomps Demon Slayer. Just does. He just does. Krillin stomps Kakashi. Like, 100%. Their worlds just don't mix. If Kakashi goes to Dragon Ball Z, Krillin wins. If Krillin goes to Naruto, he's evaporated the second he tries to move too fast. It's just how it is. Like, it literally is just how it is. And so, there's so many, like, laws of physics for each different world. Like, if there's any world that uses magic, like, I'm pretty sure Freerun, I've never seen it, but it uses magic. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Wise Man's Grandchild. I should be able to think of more anime that use magic. Fairy Tail uses magic. Fairy Tail's a totally different universe, dude. Fairy Tail's a totally different universe. It is impossible to scale Fairy Tail against other animes. Because if it's one member of Fairy Tail in another world fighting against other people, members of that world, just Demon Slayer, for example, they can't get magic from the air, and their guild marks don't let them bring power through from other worlds. So, they're cooked on their own. But if I sent Muzan to fight the Fairy Tail Guild, he's stomped instantly. Instantly. But if you send Kana alone to go fight Muzan in the Infinity Castle, I don't think she stands a chance. So to say power scaling is so difficult, dude. And yeah, I know I'm a bit of a nerd. I just wanted to share that. I hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really, really tired if it wasn't obvious from ranting about anime scaling. What a presidential conversation this has been. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.